Never ignore red flags, just because you're happy. I did, and it destroyed my life. I met my wife when I was 24. We'll call her Lena. Nothing dramatic about how we met. Just a friend's house party, cheap drinks, loud music, and a random conversation that somehow lasted the entire night. From the very beginning, she felt weirdly familiar. Not in a soulmate way, but like someone I'd known forever without remembering how. We laughed at the same dumb jokes, finished each other's sentences, even had the same nervous habits. I remember telling my friends, half joking, it's like dating a female version of myself. That line makes me feel sick now. Lena was private about her family. She always said things like, it's complicated, or I don't really talk to them. I didn't push. I thought that made me a good partner. I told myself everyone has baggage, and love means not digging where you're not invited. That was my first mistake. We moved fast. Scary fast. Within a year, we were married. No big wedding, no speeches, just a courthouse, a couple of friends, and promises we genuinely believed. For a while, life felt perfect. Too perfect. We barely fought. We agreed on everything. Same values, same goals, same future plans. Looking back, that should have terrified me. Then my mom got sick. I hadn't spoken to my biological father since I was a kid. He disappeared when I was 6, and my mom refused to ever talk about him. When she was hospitalized, something changed. She became emotional, confused, like she was trying to unload secrets she'd been holding in for decades. One night, while I was sitting next to her bed, she grabbed my hand and asked me if I had found her. I asked who. She started crying, like full body shaking. Through tears, she told me something I had never known. My father had another child after he left us, a daughter. He vanished from her life too. No contact, no pictures, no names exchanged. I tried to brush it off. Families are messy. People hide things. I told myself this had nothing to do with my life now. Then she said, she has your eyes. That sentence replayed in my head for days. I started noticing things I had ignored before, how Lena avoided talking about her childhood, how she never mentioned her dad, how she once joked that she never felt like she belonged anywhere, the way people sometimes mistook us for siblings when we were out together and we both laughed it off. I couldn't sleep. My brain wouldn't shut up. One night I asked Lena about her father. I kept it casual like it didn't matter. I watched her face as I asked. She froze, not confused, not curious, just frozen. Then she asked why I was suddenly interested. Her voice was tight, defensive. That's when I knew something was wrong, deeply wrong. I didn't tell her what my mom said. I didn't accuse her of anything. Instead, I did something I thought would calm me down. I ordered a DNA test. I told myself it was stupid, that I was being paranoid, that I'd laugh about it later. When the results came back, I didn't laugh. I stared at my phone at 2 a.m., rereading the same words over and over because my brain refused to accept them. Full sibling match. Same father. I threw up in the bathroom. I remember gripping the sink, shaking, thinking this had to be a glitch, a mistake, anything but real. When I showed Lena the results, she went completely silent. Then she collapsed onto the floor and started screaming. Not crying. Screaming. She told me she found out years earlier that she was adopted but never searched for her biological family. She was terrified of what she'd find. She never imagined this. Neither did I. Our marriage was annulled quietly. No explanations, no public drama. We told friends it just didn't work out. People accepted that answer because it's the easiest one. But the truth is worse. It worked. That's the part that haunts me. We were happy. We were in love. And none of that mattered when reality showed up. So here's the warning. I wish someone had screamed at me. Never ignore red flags just because you're comfortable. Never avoid hard questions just to protect your happiness. Sometimes the things you refuse to look at are exactly what will destroy you. I used to think curiosity ruined lives. Now I know ignoring it does.